right, joining us in the interview room right now, Azusa Pacific head coach Peter Bond, student athletes George Reidy and Ken West. After Azusa Pacific's 82-74 victory over Central Washington in the NCAA Division II West Region Semifinals, Coach, if you could just open with the opening statement about how you guys played tonight.
Yeah, I mean that was a battle. That's a talented team who can just really score the ball. I mean, you saw it last night. They put up 110, and so going into the game, we knew that they just had a lot of different ways they could attack us. And early in the game, they were hitting tough shots. They were contested, off balance, tough shots that as competitors, these guys, they never want to get scored on. But they did a great job of sticking with our game plan, sticking with our our points of emphasis, and just. I think I said multiple times, like it's hard to win a game consistently making high degree of difficulty shots for 40 minutes. So just keep doing what you're doing, and George defensively stepped up to the plate. Lloyd is a handful. He is a good player, and yeah, he had 22, but to keep him at 22 on 24 shots was a big part of the win tonight.
For the players, did you guys see any of their game last time against Dominguez? And what did you think of them?
Yeah, our coaches put together a good scouting report for us. We were able to see kind of how they were able to score the ball kind of at will last night. And we also saw these guys back in November, and it was kind of an embarrassing game for us and almost felt like a low point in our season. So we were honestly excited to see them again. We knew they were talented, and we knew that they had some really talented players and shooters on their team. And our coaching staff just did a great effort of putting together a good plan for us, and we were able to execute it.
And Ken, at one point this season, I think you guys were 1-9. At that point, if somebody would have told you that you're going to be heading to the Sweet 16, what would you have said to them?
I mean, I would just say it'd be a crazy road to get back there, and it has. But I mean, I'm just excited to keep on playing with the guys. The locker room is, all of us are best friends together, and we just got to keep on working together. So yeah, I'm excited though.
And what's it mean to you guys to reach a regional final game?
It's big. It's a testament back to your previous question about as we were sitting at 1-8 or whatever we were. I on a regular basis early in the year would meet weekly with 4 of our guys, and I'll be honest with you, Ken just kept he would, you might not even remember this, but he would just repeat like, we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. And that belief he had was contagious, where he's been steady Eddie throughout the year, and that's been huge. But yeah, being in a regional final, I mean, we don't talk specific goals like that a lot, because in all my years' experience, it's what's our goal for the year, and somebody inevitably says national championship. That's the first thing that somebody says. So we don't talk those specific ones, but these guys with their experience, they know what they've been working towards, and they've just stayed the course and have been super solid.
So Ken, what do you think's changed for this team to where you're at now from where you were earlier in the season? And what's different?
I mean, we've always been very together as a group. I think, especially on the defensive end, we'd be able to start clicking at full speed. Definitely had some defensive issues on the front half of the year, but towards the latter end of conference, and then especially, the last 6, 7, 8 games, we've really been clicking as far as communication and defensive effort goes. And I think that's important, especially when you get into playoff games and the regional, because defense travels. Sometimes shots aren't going to fall, but if you can always play defense and rebound the ball well, you're going to have a chance in every single game. So we try to do those 2 things to a high level and let everything else take care of itself.
And George, how excited are you to be playing the regional final on Monday?
Man, very excited, I'd say. I'd say a little speech to our team before every single game, and it starts with, I love to be here, and I'm excited to play right now. And I feel like that's kind of the mantra of our team. We're the 8 seed, we're the underdog, but we have a lot of experience on our team, and we have a lot of guys that love each other and love the game. And so we have a lot of belief. We know that Monday night is going to be a battle. Sanborn's obviously a very talented team. It's going to be a tough matchup, but we're going to keep our same energy and momentum going, and yeah, we're gonna fight together as brothers like we've been doing these past 2 weeks.
Peter, Ryan, Keeman, Yakima Harold. Talk about this run. Do you guys use words like Cinderella or underdogs, or I mean, is it surreal? Kind of what's going through your guys' heads during this last 2 weeks, where you guys were the 6th seed out of 8 teams or something, and now you're the 8th seed, you ran the table. I mean, talk about this a little bit.
Yeah, you know, in some ways, in terms of the most recent, we kind of fit the Cinderella narrative, but over the course of these guys' careers, we don't. So it is a unique situation. I mean, this is his 4th NCAA tournament. You know, this is his 3rd. You know, this is Bryce Sloan's 3rd. This is Alan McBride's 4th. This is Nate Kleppy's 4th. Like, we've got the experience. So it's unique from that standpoint. We'll take the Cinderella, but it's also mixed with lots of experience that Cinderellas typically don't have.
Talk about your height. Ken, you're 6'8", 6'9", and you have another guy 6'11". Have you guys used your height for your advantage all year, or is this something that you don't even really?
That's been something we've done better late in the year. These guys have done a better job of limiting some of those rotations. Caleb Taylor, although he got in some foul trouble tonight, has improved drastically in terms of staying out of foul trouble, learning how to go vertical, not having to block every single shot, all those different things. So that size is bothersome. You know, I spend every day with these guys, so I don't really think about it. It doesn't like it's my normal. But then, you know, when we get around, it's kind of like, yeah, we're big. And I know that size can be trouble for other teams.
Sounds good.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. On Monday.
Oh.